Hi, this is Hardball Retro. Welcome to the Retrodome. Today we'll be doing a quick tutorial how to convert season discs in Earl Weaver Baseball from Earl Weaver Baseball 1.5 on the IBM PC over to Earl Weaver Baseball 2 or 2.1. So let's just jump right in here. Here we go. Okay, so I am at the DOS prompt right now. I've created season discs from, let's see, 1901 to 1914 so far, and then a couple other ones. So let's just grab, it doesn't really matter. Within DOSBox, I have the C drive is mounted to my actual Earl Weaver Baseball 2 folder. This may vary on your setup, but the explanation is still the same. So under the C drive folder, which is my Earl Weaver 2 folder, right? You can see I have a number of subfolders here. Let's just do a directory 19 something like that. All right, so there's all the 1901 through 1909. So what we want to do, so these subfolders contain, you'll see the DAT files here and the schedule files. I'm going to wipe out the README file. It's not necessary. So I'm going to copy the contents of this folder, right? So these are the files in the Earl Weaver Baseball 1.5 format. So I'm going to copy these into my Earl Weaver Baseball 2 folder, which in my case, like I said, it's mounted to the C drive. Okay, so if I backtrack here, do a directory, dir star.dat. All right, so those are the files from 1901. So now I want to do EWB2 CONV, and that will allow me to create the new Earl Weaver 2 files. I'm just going to call it 1901. Did the conversion, and it created two new files, 1901.ewb and .frm for farm. So now if I run, and that's it, you would just basically, let's just do one more, right? 1902. Again, don't need to read me. Copy the contents over to your Earl Weaver 2 folder. And Earl Weaver 2 convert. Call it 1902. And there we go. So let's go into EWB2. All right. When you load it, it comes up to this quick start menu. Hit the escape button. Here's our main menu. Go down to advanced features, or you could hit F8. Going to go utility programs, or you can press U. Commissioner's disk, you have to have the commissioner's disk to do what I'm doing next. Select that. All right, we're in the commissioner's disk. If you look at the top of the screen, the league says 1961.ewb right now. So if you hit F5, you can now select 1901, 1902, or some of the other ones that I've created here. So let's just do 1901. All right, now if you look at the top of the screen, it says 1901.ewb for the league. So a couple things here. You can look at let's go to the ballparks. All right, got the ballparks from 1901. Let's just look at, it doesn't matter. Just pick one here. Polo Grounds. So hit the space bar, and there's the Polo Grounds. Right. If we do okay, you can see the wall in right field. That's Washington Park 3. Lloyd Street grounds. Okay, there's a higher wall in left field there, left center, and so forth. So there's your ballparks. You can edit these. You can do whatever you like. Just for a second. When you import these, you want to go, I believe, is it here? Yes. All right, so if you look down at the bottom here, F2, simulate splits off. You want to turn that on, and then F10 for finished. Okay, go back here. That's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go one down, rosters. All right, now if we go to Lajoie and hit the space bar, you'll see versus lefty and versus righty. So it basically simulated what his splits would be. I've had issues if you don't turn simulate split stats on when you import from 1.5. Now, if you had these actual splits, which you can go on Baseball Reference, you could look them up and enter them if you like. So anyway, just continue to cycle through these for a moment. All right. Chicago, St. Louis, Pittsburgh. All right. Honus Wagner. Might be wondering why he's on the bench. I think it's just because he's an infielder, outfielder. They didn't know where to put him in the lineup. So let's say, I don't know. Let's say we want him to be the shortstop instead of Carr. I'm going to hit enter to select Wagner. And over on this side, you're going to select Carr. And we're going to insert Wagner there. But if you look over here, it says infield. You have to tab or arrow over there. Hit enter, give him an actual position. And then you're probably thinking, well, I don't want Honus Wagner batting seventh here. So let's move him up in the lineup. And let's say, let's just keep swapping them up here. I think back in the day, he actually batted fourth. All right, so now you can do G to save a batting order. And let's call that versus righty. All right. And let's hit F10 for finished. So what I'd like to do here, now that we've done that, you've done the conversion, showed you how to do the simulate splits. I think that's all we need for now. Um, Again, if you could create a schedule here, you can play a schedule. I'm not going to go do all of that. Um, so let's change the league. Trying to think if we should. You know what? Let's do. All right, let's do this. Yeah, let's change to 1961, and we'll do the same drill here for a moment, right? So Memorial Stadium, and pretty standard fence and dimensions there. Here's Fenway. There's the Green Monster. Um, I haven't really messed with this, but let's see. New camera, zoom in. Equal is zoom in. Minus is zoom out. So there we go. Zoom in, zoom out. All right. Anyway, Yankee Stadium. Let's say Yankee Stadium. We want instead of where do we go? F1 Edit Park. Color. Let's change the fence color, right? Where's blue? Hold on. Might have been up top. There we go. All right. Space. And why is it green? Oh, maybe I have to hit finished. Save changes. Now, what if we view it? There we go. Now we got the blue fence. All right. So anyway, you could go down the rabbit hole and start tweaking all these things, the wind direction, the wind speed, all that fun stuff. Totally up to you. I'm not going to mess with it. Just wanted to show you that you can if you want to. So rosters. Oh, again, I need to do the split stat thing. So let's do that. Edit league and division names. F2 split stat is off. We want to turn it on. F10 to finish. There we go. And now we've got some numbers in there. Okay, there's Hank Aaron on Milwaukee, Cincinnati, San Fran, Willie Mays, LA. There's the Duke, Baltimore, Gentile, Brooks Robinson was there. Boston, there's Yaz. Okay, all right, Yankees. So when I came in here, the lineup was a little bit skewed. So I don't know if it's perfect, but it's better than it was. I didn't look up what their actual batting order was here. Again, this is just for demonstration purposes, so I'm not going to get too deep in the weeds. Yeah. So let's do this. Let's get out of here. F10 to exit commissioner. Escape. And now we're going to do, let's see. Let's just check our ground rules here. One pitch mode, designated hitter is off. Okay. Full graphic stats and physics game. Okay. Do team selection. All right, so we're going to be LA Angels, be the visitors. And we'll play the Yankees. We'll probably not fare well in this game, but we'll give it a shot. All right, LA Angels, New York Yankees, 1961. Got Maris and Mantle in the lineup for the Yankees. So do that. Let's go to L for lineups. And we're facing Whitey Ford. O for opponent. Visiting batting order. Yeah, Bilko at first. There. And McBride pitching. Okay, sounds good. P to play ball. Okay, one player manager mode. You know what? I forgot to select who is the manager. So, 1 second here. Because I'm going to manage the visitors. So, manage only. And Earl manages the home team. There we go. That's better. I'm using the keyboard. Okay. All right. I think we're good now. Let's give that a shot. P to play. All right. Here's Hunt leading off against Ford. Okay. And Thomas goes oppo down the line and cut off quickly by Maris, holds him to a single. All right. Leon Daddy Wags Wagner here, left fielder, lefty-lefty matchup. Oh, ball four. He walks him. We've got two aboard. I like how it shows the pitches thrown. It's easy to kind of see what's going on at a quick glance. Oh, that one's deep to right center. And that ball is out of here. 3-run shot. Steve Bilko. Slugging first baseman for the Halos. Takes Whitey Ford deep, and it's 3-zip. Oh, high chopper. Safe at first. Two outs. Runner on first. And that one is sky to center. Mantle makes the catch, but the Angels score 3 in the first on Bilko's blast. And we've got Richardson facing McBride. And Bobby Richardson leadoff single to right. Tony Kubek, the batter. That one's lined up the gap and right. That's going to be a double. Oh, here comes Richardson. Safe at home. 3-1. Oh, Bilko was injured. Not good. Change the lineup. Not cool. Well, at least he homered for us. Well, bringing in Kluszewski then, looks like. All right. McBride strikes out the Mick. Here's Maris. One away and a runner on second. Goes opposite field to left, and that's a single. Runners at the corners now. Moose Scourin, the batter. Looking for the double play ball here. Nope, that one's skied into left field. It's going to drop in, base hit, and it's 3-2. Kubek scoring on the play. Yogi Berra, the left fielder. That one stroked to center. That's going to dunk in there. Base hit. Here comes the runner. Safe. Maris is safe at home. Tie ball game. 3-3 in the first. McBride getting roughed up here. There's a drive down the line and left. Playable and caught. So Elston Howard flies to left. 2 down. Cleet Boyer, the batter. That one's lofted to center for the third out. Top of the second, 3-3 ball game. Little dribbler. Richardson scoops, fires to first in time. Here's the pitcher, McBride, batting. Strike 3. Ford gets him. Top of the lineup, and that one's hit down the line, and another long single there, cut off by Maris. All right, here's Thomas. That's a base hit. Leon Wagner. Wagner walks. Base is loaded here. Whitey Ford's getting roughed up here. 47 pitches thrown, and we're still in the second inning. Earl Averill Jr. Strike 3. That'll retire the side. So the Angels threaten but do not score, and it's 3-3. Bottom of the second. Whitey Ford batting against Ken McBride. Popped up. Playable, and the catcher has top of the order. Richardson flies out to left field. Okay, there's a walk to Kubek. 2 down. That'll bring up Mantle. Kubek breaks for second. Mantle skies this one. And that's out of here. 441-foot homer. And the Bronx Bombers are up 5-3 now. There's a walk to Roger Maris. Moose Scourin, the batter. 1-for-1 on the day. Strike 3. The whiff. All right, due up. Klazuski, Thomas, and Kopp. Ted Klazuski, the batter. First baseman, replaced Bilko when he was injured. And he draws the walk. All right, here's Thomas. Also 1-for-1 on the day. And that one's laced into left field. That's a base hit. And we've got runners at first and second now. Nobody out. Pops that one up. Oh, a little conference at the mound here. All right, Billy Moran. 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. Whitey just doesn't have it today. He's got a 5-3 lead, and he may be coming out soon. We'll see. McBride. Well, McBride gets a hold of this one. Flies out. Oh, they didn't risk it. Bases loaded for Ken Hunt. 3-0 pitch. All 4. So Ford walks in a run. Kluszewski scoring. It's 5-4. All right, I think this is George Thomas. We've got 2 Thomases here. Grounds it to short. Out at first. All right, the Angels put 1 on the board, and it's 5-4. Berra, Howard, and Boyer due up. Here's Berra. And Yogi lifts that one to right. And it's playable. And out number 1. Elston Howard. 0 for 1 on the day. Skies that one to left. 2 down. Cleet Boyer. Third baseman for the Yanks. Grounds this one to short. Fires to first in time. All right, Wagner, Averill, and Kluszewski due up. 5-4 Yankee lead. Top of 4. That one's grounded towards third. Boyer scoops, fires, throws to first in time. Averill flies out. Oh, that one is blasted to deep center. Out of here. 458 footer. That was just a shot. So the big clue ties it up. It's 5-5. Titanic shot by Kluszewski. All right, this one I believe is Lee Thomas. Grounder to short. Goes to first, and he's out. But the Angels tie it up, and we head to the bottom of the 4th. Knotted at 5 apiece. Yeah, that was Lee Thomas. All right. Ford flies out to center. 1 down. Richardson the batter. That one's in the air to right field and out. Tony Kubek, the batter. 1 for 1 with a double. Oh, lined the opposite way, and that's going to drop in there. 2 out single. And that brings up Mantle. He's got a home run on the day already. That one's to left. And playable for out number 3. Top of 5, Cobb, Moran, and McBride due up. Probably going to pinch hit for McBride if I remember to do it. And Cobb rolls that one over to short for out number 1. Oh, they're checking on Whitey Ford again. Looks like he'll stay in the game, but he's thrown 90 pitches. And we're only in the 5th. All right, Moran. Another grounder to short. 2 down. I'm going to leave McBride in because he hasn't thrown a lot of pitches, and we don't have any base runners with 2 outs here. Lines that one to short for out number 3. 5-5, heading to the bottom of the 5th. Maris, Skowron, and Berra due up. All right, Maris 1 for 1 with a walk. McBride has thrown 68 pitches. We're tied up at 5 here. This one's bounded up the middle. Base hit for Roger Maris. So we've got a runner aboard for the Yanks. Nobody out. Moose Skowron the batter. 1-2 pitch. Stroke to left. Playable and caught. Yogi Berra. Oh, that was a poor choice there. First baseman threw it down to second, but both runners are safe. And now we're facing Elston Howard with 1 out and 2 runners on. Howard dribbler to third. Everybody's safe. Okay, Boyer, bases loaded. 1 out. McBride on the hill. Deals. Boyer grounds this one to third. Throw home. He's safe. Very costly plays here by the Angels. And they are now down 6-5. Okay, there's an out at home. Out at third. Wow, double play. So they get out of the inning with only 1 run. And we head to the top of the 6th. Yankees up 6-5. There we go. Bullpen. Sheldon. Raleigh Sheldon is up. Warming up in the pen. Hunt strikes out. And Arroyo is up in the bullpen as well. All right, so here's George Thomas. Bouncer. Second base. Richardson fires to first. 2 down. Daddy Wags with nobody on base. 1-2 pitch. Skies that one. Center field. Mantle's got it. Can of corn. Bottom of the 6th. Top of the order for the Yanks. Richardson, Kubek, Mantle due up. McBride at 90 pitches. We should probably get somebody warming up here. Do that after this batter. Oh, Richardson. Safe at first on an E6. All right, let's go to our lineup. There we go, lineup. There we go. Okay. Wondering why I was fumbling around there. It's like W and Z to go up and down, I think, and A and D to. I think it was D to select the option. So. All right, what am I doing here? I need put player in or out of the bullpen, so I need to go to my pitchers. We get Ryan Duran up. So you see over here it says in bullpen cold for Duran. And I'm going to get Tom Morgan up here, bullpen. And play D, and we're back. There we go. McBride with 96 pitches thrown. I know back in the day, pitch counts were not really a thing. And there's a base hit to left, 2 aboard for Mantle. And I'm assuming our pitcher is not fully warmed up yet in the bullpen, or our pitchers. And Mantle draws the walk, and that's going to be it for McBride, I believe. Nobody out, bases loaded for Maris. This is not good. Lineup. Yeah, let's do conference. Let's see. How's the arm? Tiring, but okay. He's a little bit wild now. All right. And we're going to go up to lineup. They're both ready. Tom Morgan coming in. Enter. And I could have done a double switch here, but I'm not going to play ball. All right, Maris 2 for 2 with a walk, bases juiced. Nowhere to put Maris. Nobody out. That one's base hit into left. It's going to score 1. Richardson touches home plate, and it's 7-5 Yanks. Moose scouring the batter, bases loaded. Moose hits this one to second. Double play, but the Yankees score again, and it's 8-5. And Berra flies out to left field. All right, before I forget, I'll go back to my lineup here. And Duran. And we're going to sit him down and play ball. Ready. Okay. Ford with 108 pitches thrown. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball to left. That's playable. Averill flies out. Klazuski 1 for 1 with that 458-foot homer to center his last time up. 1-1 pitch. And that's to right field, but playable. 2 down. All right, Lee Thomas, lefty-lefty matchup. 2 for 3 on the day. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3. And Ford has thrown up 3 straight goose eggs. The Yankees are up by 3. Bottom of the 7th. 7th inning stretch. Morgan's in there for his 2nd inning of work, and that one's lined up the gap in left center. That's going to be a 2-base hit. Elston Howard is on second, and Boyer the batter. Grounder towards short. And that one's going to be scored 6-3. Morgan pitching to Ford. I don't know why he's not batting for Ford here. Well, because Ford just strokes a base hit to left. And we got runners at first and third. Richardson the batter. That one's into left. That's going to dunk in there. That's a base hit. 9-5 Yanks. So I guess got to get somebody up in the pen now. Let's go with Art Fowler, who ended up as Billy Martin's pitching coach. Here we go. Line up, ready. Kubek, 3 for 3 with a double. Runners on first and second. Lubeck lines that one up the middle. Here comes the runner. Out at home. Ford is gunned down at the plate. Okay, runners at first and second for Mantle. 2 down. Morgan still on the hill. Mantle skies this one to center. And he's out. Yankees pick up another run. 9-5. Cop, Moran, Morgan. Gonna bat for Morgan there. So Daly up in the bullpen here. Ford is still on the hill. Pops that one up. Whitey's gonna call it. Oh, drops in there. E1. Okay, Moran the batter. Little dribbler down to third. Oh, out at first. Okay, Morgan the batter. We're going to swap him out here. Morgan. Who's going to bat for Morgan? We still have Whitey Ford on the mound. So, Rocky Bridges, I guess. Not a great bench here. All right, pinch hitter Bridges. Play ball. And we're ready. Okay, Bridges is going to fly out to center. All right, are they coming to get Ford finally? And yes, they're going to the bullpen. And it's going to be, guessing, Bud Daly. I think it's Bud Daly. Nope, Sheldon coming in. Raleigh Sheldon. All right, top of the order for the Halos. Hunt lines that one to right field. Are we going to try to score on Maris? We are. Safe at first. And no, we did not try to score. Got first and third for Thomas. 2 down. Oh, lined between short and third. That's going to score a Cop. And it's 9-6. Okay, they're leaving Sheldon in to face Daddy Wags. He's the tying run at the plate, representing the tying run. 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. And now we have the bases loaded. Facing Raleigh Sheldon is Averill. 0 for 3 on the day. Slow roller toward short. Out at first. Now, another wasted opportunity. We do score 1, but we're down 9-6, heading to the bottom of the 8th. And I need to replace the pitcher. There we go. I need to replace the pitcher. So we could. I'm not gonna do a double switch here. I don't think. Fowler. Art Fowler coming in, play ball. Maris 3 for 3 with a walk. There's a base hit, and he is 4 for 4 today. No stopping Roger Maris in 1961. All right, Moose Scourin, 1 for 4. Maris on first. Grounded towards short, slow roller, safe at second, safe at first. Yogi Berra, the batter, nobody out. 2 runners on. That one's going to dunk in there. And we're going to see another run score for the Yanks. Maris safe at home. 10-6 New York. Ellie Howard. No outs. 2-1 pitch. And that one's blasted deep to left. And it's out of here. 13-6 New York. And like I said, I didn't think we would win this one, but Boyer strikes out. I mean, we did knock Whitey Ford around a bit, but just not enough today. Yankees could not be contained. That one's grounded down to third. Out at first. Close play. Richardson, the batter, 2 for 5. Oh, lined out. Okay. Yankees with 17 hits on the day and 13 runs. Top of 9. Klazuski facing Sheldon. There's a ground out to second base for the first out. Here's Lee Thomas, 2 for 4 with a strikeout. And he skies that one. Maris with the catch. 2 down. Joe Kopp, batter. 2-0 pitch. Flies that one to center. And that'll do it. Final score, New York 13, Angels 6. And let's see. Display box scores to the screen. Enter. Here we go. Bilko was injured, out for 2 games. Winning pitcher Ford, losing pitcher McBride. Here's the play-by-play. Well, at least the scoring plays. All right, here's our box scores. So George Thomas with 3 hits for the Halos. We had home runs from Bilko and Klazuski. Pair of hits from Lee Thomas and Ken Hunt. McBride took the loss. 5 innings, 9 hits, 7 earned. Morgan gave up a run in 2 innings, and Art Fowler gave up 4 runs in his inning of work. For the Yankees, Kubek and Maris, 4 for 4. Mantle and Howard with home runs. Basically everybody got a hit in the starting lineup except for Boyer. And Whitey Ford. At the end of the day, his line didn't look too crazy. 7 2/3, 7 hits, 5 walks, 4 Ks, 5 earned. Not great. Sheldon, inning a third scoreless relief. And that will do it. All right. So little Earl Weaver Baseball II and how to convert the season discs from 1.5 to Earl Weaver 2 or 2.1. I am going to upload those files to 2 locations. One is my Facebook group. Let me give you the exact group name here. So, yeah, so if you look in, if you join the group, it's Old Computer Baseball Simulations. And then if you go to the files section, it's they're going to be in there. I have the Earl Weaver 1.5 files there. I'll convert the files over to 2. Probably not going to bother with setting the lineups. I'll let you folks do that if you wish. In 1.5, you don't have the option to choose to create preset lineups. So when you convert them over, that's why there's no lineups. And another caveat with Earl Weaver 1.5, you were limited to a 25-man roster. So if you're looking for players that aren't here, you can create them on your own, but you're just gonna have a 25-man roster. There's no reserves. Um, so, like I said, they're gonna be on the Facebook group, and the other location I don't have that link off the top of my head here. Um, but if you go to, I'll try to post a link in the notes here because I have how to create and edit lineups in Earl Weaver 2. So if you go to that article on my website, follow the link in the description of this video on YouTube. Um, there will be a section that says season discs, and you can click on that, and you can download these as I post them in my. I think it's going to be in my Dropbox shared folder. So, at any rate, hope you enjoyed this. Maybe take a look at Earl Weaver 2. Um, download some of those files and play ball. Until next time. All right. Thanks for watching and take care. We'll see you soon.